Shalom, Yasha. First and foremost, I give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash, the bottom side apostles and others of great millstone, who rule well, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect that pushes the great gospel in sincerity and truth. This your brother Hezekiah Yahweh from the great millstone to the Annapolis camp. Coming at you another lesson through the spirit and the power of Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shai, and Lord willing be edifying. Got a quick little article here from primebusiness.africa.com. And it reads, you gotta bear with me with the terminology, but it says Nokia CEO says humans to be implanted with 6G charagmas. See, sets time frame. And it says this came out 3 weeks ago. So obviously in the year 2022, the year Yahweh Bashim Shai, turning up. And it reads, the chief executive officer of Nokia, Pekka Lundemark, has disclosed smart gadgets will be implanted into human bodies in the next 8 years, right? So, of course, they're saying, in the next 8 years, whatever the case may be. But, hey, judge by how things are going with all the trials and all this and that going on, even starting from last year up to this year, then other companies, leading towards it, it definitely going to be no 8 years when it be implemented. Lord will it be implemented by the end of this year or even the beginning of the next? Lord willing. But we know it ain't going to be no 8-10 years down the road, right? It says, as technological innovations will evolve into the sixth generation network, Lomar said by 2030, the 6G network will replace the 5G wireless connection, which is currently being adopted across the world and planned for the Nigerian market in the second half of 2022, right? He projected 6G, which is currently under development, will make smartphones irrelevant upon completion. Nokia's chief executive made this known at the World Economic Forum, according to multiple media reports, because why? This is part of the fourth industrial revolution, right? They want to, fuse man with machine and stuff like that, going into transhumanism. That's the next big thing, which we understand via prophecy. Like you said at the beginning, the charagma will be implemented, whether you like it or not. It says his statement comes amid the project of world's richest man, Elon Musk, which seek to implant charagmas into the human brain, see? To create a computer-like visual interface. Currently, Maquet, I believe that's how you say it, Macaque, Qui, or whatever, is being used to develop and perfect the charagma. Oh, wait, hold on. Is it not? It's John. Ain't no charagma. Oh, Salaki, I gotta do that. But, it says, in the video shared by the billionaire, the animal, which had been implanted with the charagma, was seen playing mind the pong by moving his hands with thoughts and it being trained to move the joystick. Now, I guess, all the crazy sci-fi people, the bugged out people, that be into technology, stuff like this, they will love this type of technology. So they'd love to be able to, oh, man, I wish I could just sit here. And that's why they made the whole metaverse thing. You can just sit at home and just go where the hell you want to go to the universe and do all types of, madness and wickedness, which has been reported, in the metaverse. But they want to make that actual reality for everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's for you to actually have it implanted within you. That's the goal, right? And of course, what they're going to do is they're going to condition you. They're going to tell you, this is good for this and this is good for that. You don't have to worry about this. You have to worry about that. But not telling you that those who take it will be slated for judgment, death, right? And we're going to get that. It says, it was gathered that the most common interface will no longer be smartphones as user behavior will change with the advent of 6G. He explained the smart glasses and other technology-driven devices will receive preference. It says, by then, the smartphone as we know it today will not be the most common interface. Many of these things will be built directly into our bodies. Do you not hear that? People telling you they know charagmas and stuff like that. Like, did you read the words? Did you understand the words that come out of my mouth? Let me read that again. It say, by then, the smartphone as we know it today will not be the most common interface. Many of these things will be built directly into our bodies, right? In your forehand, your right hand, or where the hell you want to put it at, right? Jake, it's simple. You said the right, the forehead and the right, whatever. You think you get in your left hand, I'm exempt for judgment? No, it's stupid. But it says, Money Central quoted Landmark's explanation of the future of technology. So this is the future, right? And what is it going into the future things that happen? Prophecy. That's what we say before and it happens. But that's all I got on that. As you see the title again. Like I said, it's a real short article. But, concerning our people, right? We got people saying that ain't true, that ain't what it is. The charagma is sin, or is sleeping with white woman, it's an embargo. It's all manner of madness. Everything that it's not. Right? They don't believe it, and people saying, "Well, I would get it, and I could take it out, and I could do this." And he got, oh yeah, that one Jake, he put an actual potato chip on him and said, "Hey, look, y'all, I got the charagma." You know what I'm saying? Like, Jake think things are fun. It's all fun and games until it's not a game no more. And Yahweh Shem Shai do not play games. This is Ezekiel chapter 12, verse 21. And the word of the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai came unto me, saying, Son of man, what is that proverb that you have in the land of Israel, saying the days are prolonged and every vision faileth, right? Because Jake be like, y'all been saying this is gonna happen 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 2-3 years ago, and ain't nothing happened. And that'd be the attitude of Jake. Jake wants stuff to happen right then and there. You know what I'm saying? But no, it's not gonna happen on your well, it's not gonna happen on your time frame. It's gonna happen on the time frame of Yahweh Shemel Shai. This is his movie. He's the producer. He's a director. You are an actor. You don't get to call the shots. No, you're gonna fulfill the lot. You're gonna fulfill the role that Yahweh Shemel Shai put you in. Right? Verse 23. Tell them, therefore, thus said Yahweh Shemel Shai, Lord Power, because Jacob, y'all keep saying this, y'all keep talking about that, y'all keep saying this, talk about something else. No, what we doing is we warning you, right? We telling you the things to come. Like when your alarm go off, do it ring once, and if it did, you need to get rid of it. No, what happens when the alarm go off? It keeps going on. It keeps going. It keeps going. It's trying to, saying get your attention. When you when a smoke alarm go off, do it just beep once and then it's whatever. No, it keeps going. It keeps going. That's what a warning does. To warn you. To it's repetitiveness, right? It says as the scriptures say, what are we set up to do? Ezekiel chapter 3 verse 17. Son of man, I have made. See, look, it's Yahweh Shemel Shai who have appointed the watchmen, the men of the Lord. Lord willing, I'll be the number and the rest, from our apostles, elders, and the like-minded men on down, right? Son of man, I have made thee a watchman to the house of Israel. So you can't just say, yes, well, I'm a prophet. I made myself a watchman. I made this and that. No, the spirit of the Lord has to be moved, has to be put on you. He has, you have to be moved with his spirit, right? Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. So when we speak these words pertaining to the scriptures, it is the words of Yahweh Shemel Shai, and he's telling us to warn you. He's telling you to us to repeat these topics, within the prophecies in the scriptures that's gonna come to pass, right? Because it's gonna come a point in time if nobody told you, man, why ain't nobody tell me? Y'all ain't covered this, y'all ain't covered that, y'all ain't tell us enough, y'all ain't this and that. You ain't gonna have no excuse in that day, right? Because Jake do be running. Y'all always talk about this, talk about something else. Because why? Jake want entertainment and they want controversy. They don't want to hear just the truth. So they want things to make them laugh and giggle, and they want you to prophesy deceits and smooth things. As Isaiah 30 say, but no, we here to prophesy the truth of the matter, whether you like it or not. Back in Ezekiel chapter 12, verse 23, tell them, therefore, thus saith Yahweh Shemel Shai, power. I will make this proverb to cease, right? The Lord gonna make this proverb to cease. He gonna make you shut your damn mouth. And there shall no more use it as a prophet in Israel. When the things from the past, he ain't gonna be able to say, well, I thought I did. No, he ain't that. Shut your ass up. But saying to them, the days are at hand. It's at hand. It's around the corner, right? But only, like the Apostle always say, only the elect gonna realize it. Again, the Lord will be of that number, of the hopeful elect. And the effect of every vision, every prophecy, everything that's coming down the pipeline, so to speak, is going to happen. Right? For there shall be no more any vain vision, nor flattery divination within the house of Israel. Right? So no vain vision. No, it's not going to be vanity. It's going to be evidence. It's going to be made manifest. Right? What you say is going to be brought to vanity. You know what I'm saying? With your vain imaginations and your incredulity. That's what's going to be brought to naught. Right? Verse 25. For I am Yahweh Shemel Shai, I will speak, and the word that I speak shall come to pass, and it shall no more be prolonged. Let's get the word real quick. It ain't going to be prolonged anymore. What does prolonged mean? What's that, my shock?
Strong's H 4900. Mashach.
You know how they say it.
Mashach.
I probably said it wrong too, but let's see. What does it say? Slack. To drag, to draw, to drag, to cease, to draw, proceed, to draw out, continue, Just pretty much to like to linger to tarry, like it's delaying or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I see the delay. Have to read it though. But yeah, so it's not gonna be delay. No, it's not gonna drag on anymore and be delayed anymore. For in your days, O rebellious house, and what in your days and these latter days that we live in there right now, O rebellious house, you rebel, you rebels. You know what I'm saying? You you niggas. Will I say? It say, well, I say the word and will perform it, said Yahweh Bashem shall have power. See, the Lord's going to perform the word on his time frame. Again, the word of the Lord came to me, saying, Son of man, behold, they of the house of Israel say, the vision that he seeth is for many days to come, and he prophesied of times that are far off. I remember seeing the Jake on the comment board talk about some, Yahweh shall come back for another 100 years. You know, saying that madness like that, or y'all say that's gonna happen, but I see this, and they're making their trips for the next 2-3 years, 4-5 years, because they don't ultimately believe Yahweh Shemashai gonna come back because he don't work on your time. But that's what the scripture say: as a thief in the night, he gonna pull up, and he gonna catch you, and you gonna be destroyed in your security when you least expecting it, right? But the men of the Lord and the women, the sisters always, the sisters, the sincere sisters who's, saying, subscribe to the truth, you're not going to get called a thief tonight. You're going to be prepared, right? Because you can't say, well, ain't nobody warn me, because it's repetitive. It's being said over and over again, right? So, but the 2/3, they think it's, we can, because why? They want this place, they want to forward Babylon the Great. They're okay with being oppressed. They're okay with being captives. As long as they can get their thrills and, their dainties and luxury, whatever the hell they can do to make them feel good, they don't give a damn how long it takes. And they don't give a damn being in captivity. As long as they can feel good somehow, right? Verse 28, therefore saith to them, thus saith the Lord Yahweh by Shemashai power. There shall none of my words be prolonged anymore, but the word which I have spoken shall be done, saith Yahweh Bashem El Shai. So at the end of the day, be unfaithful, but best believe Yahweh Bashem El Shai is going to make good on his word. And that what he said is going to prosper where until he sent it. What do you people don't understand? Let me see. Isaiah 55:11. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth, right? Through his men. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the things whereto I sent it. Point blank, period. If it's written, it's going to happen. Like I said, no matter if you like it or not, no matter if you believe it or not, oh well, what's that to us? That's on you. But all the prophecy that Yahweh Shemashai has said, ordained even from the beginning, they all gonna happen. And like I said, I didn't want to. Let's say it's a little quick, article. They didn't want to make it too long. But hey, we in these times, man. Whether you believe it or not, whether you see it or not, hey man, it's about to go down. What will it be this year? It's this is Revelation. It's chapter 13, verse 16. And he causeth all. Now, who is going to be this he that causeth all? No, it ain't well, it's Japheth, the white man. It ain't going to be Japheth. Japheth ain't got nothing to do with end-time prophecy. Besides they ain't got nothing to do with it. They ain't got nothing to do with it. They ain't gonna be in the power seat in the rulership. No, this he is a so-called white man, which is Esau, Edom, the wicked. Right? He controls this world. The earth is given to the hand of him. He's gonna implement this, and he calls us all, both small and great. Right? Whether whether you're famous or you're not, or you don't got fame, you're just a regular, basic, average, whatever the hell, citizen, whatever the hell you are, rich and poor. You can have the money, all millionaires, or you could be dirt poor. He ain't got nothing in the negative, on the goddamn streets. Says begging to that poor person, free and bond. Hey, you may be out here with your so-called liberty, not in shackles, in prison, tied down, and like I said, bond. So those who locked up, shit, they may present this to them, to those locked up, and guess what? They get out, and then they gonna be, they gonna be involved with the Jacob's trouble, with the ravishing and destroying and destruction, all those things. You don't know what the incentives that come with this, but the main incentive that we know is this, verse 17, and that no man might do what? Buy or sell. If you don't get this, you're not gonna be able to buy or sell, right? Them just two simple things. You know what I'm saying? We ain't talking about if you can abide in society, go do this and go do that. Go to the beach and go do that. This is talking about buy or sell. I'm hungry. I want to buy something to eat. You don't got this, you can't do that. I'm thirsty. I want to buy something to drink. You don't got this, you can't do that. Like I said, them just two simple things. Imagine everything else that comes with society that you may not be able to do unless you have this device, right? Which is, like I said, say that he that had the mark, the charagma, or the name of the beast or the number of his name, because when you take this charagma, that means what? That's Esau putting his name on you. You becoming his property. And this is a physical thing right here. It ain't no spiritual. No, this is a physical thing that gets put into the body. That's why it's considered a graven image. What you do when you grave something in, you chisel in it. You know what I'm saying? Make a grave, make an indentation. Ultimately, they're gonna use that karax, which really is that needle, and they're gonna inject it into you. And we know you're not supposed to make cuttings in thy flesh, right? So when you take that, you pretty much saying Esau Edom is your God, right? And that's pretty much on that, Like I said, so basically, if you don't get this, what they talking about, giving you and this and that, because they ain't talking about 8 years, but then you got other people talk about other things saying that it's gonna happen this year or next year. So don't listen to what man say. Understand what the prophecy says. Therefore, you need to be watching and praying. You know what I'm saying? For all these things that's coming to pass. But, and they say, here is wisdom, let him that hath understanding, count the number of the beast, where's the number of man, and his number is 603 square and 6. And pretty much that's going to, something else, but hey, that man is Esau Edom. And like I said, when they put that UPC, pretty much that 66 goes to that UPC barcode, right? The first two lines, the middle two lines, and the last two lines is that equivalent. That is 666. Just like the man said, I forgot his name, but he said it's like they call it like an 18 byte. I forgot it was, but pretty much, 3 divided by 18 is what? 6. So those 3 6 increments within the UPC. Like I said, that's a whole different lesson. Don't want to get too deep into that. But we have to get the judgment of niggas who take it. And the heathens. They niggas too anyway. This is what they say, doom. What does doom mean? For the worshippers of the beast. Doom, your ass gonna die. It's a Revelation verse 14, verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if anybody, oh no, now you say man, not woman too, your children, if anybody worship the beast in his image, receive his charagma in his forehead or in his hand, right? Say hand, they didn't say if it got to be right or left or whatever, either. Say get it in your leg. Some people ain't got arms, they may have to get in their leg. Here, put it in my knee. You don't know. Or put it, like I said, put it in my head, whatever. That's why I says these things. Pretty much if you receive it, period. You know what I'm saying? I got it in my shoulder, that don't count. People are clowns. And it say, what's gonna happen to you? Verse 10. The same shall drink of the wine and the wrath of the Most High, Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture, into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone. Look, you're going to go to hell. No, you're going to be tormented with fire and brimstone, right? Those concentrated laser beams and the thermonuclear warheads in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. That is your judgment. I don't even know what the NLT say. I'm just curious how they worded it. So, Revelation chapter 14, verse 9. Then the third angel followed them, shouting, anyone who worships the beast in his statue, or who accepts his charagma on the forehead or on the hand, must drink the wine of God's anger. It has been poured full strength into God's cup of wrath, and they will be tormented with fire and burning sulfur in the presence of the holy angels in the hell. So I just want to see if they say, I don't know what they put. It's not no statue, but pretty much because you just see, look, it's an image, it's a statue. Then you got other people say it's a picture. No, it's his way, it's his philosophy, it's his system. That's the image, pretty much the system of the pagan ancient Roman Empire, because this is the revised Roman Empire, So it went a little off on NLT, but you get the gist of it. So, like I said, that's pretty much all I got on this, So, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to sincere Akim Aquaf out there listening, right? You receive this charagma, your ass is gonna die, point blank, period, right? So I'm gonna give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to our apostles, the elders, a great millstone who rule well. And peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. That's what's the great gospel in sincerity and truth. Shalom, Yasha Allah, Abai, Babal.